Look at this shot! Damn! How's it going, reactors? I got a reaction to none other than The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. The first 2 episodes have dropped on Amazon Prime. So, I'm pretty sure you have already seen the show, but I haven't. Therefore, that's why you're here, to see a reaction from me, Lindon Miles, here at Lindon Reactions. Now, I'll tell you guys this. I'm a nerd, but I'm not the biggest nerd when it comes to The Lord of the Rings. I've seen the goated, yes, the goated trilogy. Absolutely loved it. I probably should have rewatched it, those 3 movies, before this, but luckily, Rings of Power takes place thousands of years before the goated trilogy. I do love the Hobbit movies, though. I like them, but the original OG Lord of the Rings trilogy is probably one of the top 5 greatest trilogies ever. That's just how I see it. But yeah, it's been a very long time since being in the world of the Lord of the Rings. But now we got Rings of Power. So, this is episode 1. It's time to reel it in.
Even you couldn't possibly believe their old scrap would float.
It's not going to float. It's going to sail.
Now that is...
Stop!
Oh, that's wrong! You mean kids, what are you doing?
Stop! I told you it wouldn't float.
Yeah, because you're throwing rocks at it.
Do you know why a ship floats and a stone cannot? Her gaze is not downward but up, fixed upon the light that guides her, whispering of grander things than darkness ever knew.
Now that's poetry.
How am I to know which lights to follow?
Oh, what is he saying?
But that seems so simple.
The most important truths often are. But you must learn to discern them for yourself. I won't always be here to speak them to you.
Look at that.
We thought our light would never dim.
Damn.
So when the great foe Morgoth destroyed the very light of our home, we resisted, and a legion of elves went to war.
Hey, we're not even 20 minutes in, and the visuals are stunning.
A place known as Middle Earth.
Oh! Whoa!
They said it would be over quickly. But the war left Middle Earth in ruin.
I already know this show's gonna have my jaw on the floor.
Now, we learned many words for death. For his orcs had spread to every corner of Middle Earth, multiplying ever greater under the command of his most devoted servant, a cruel and cunning sorcerer. They called him Sauron.
Damn, look at
My
him!
father vowed to seek him out and destroy him, but Sauron found him first. And marked his flesh with a symbol.
I for sure gotta watch the Go to trilogy again. It's so good.
His vow became mine. And so, we hunted.
That
To the
music,
ends of the earth, we hunted Sauron.
the visuals. Damn.
More and more of our kind began to believe that Sauron was but a memory. And the threat, at last, was ended. I wish I could be one of them.
Climb. Climb. Man, she is climbing fast. The guys aren't liking that.
Since the last orc was sighted, how long can living flesh endure where even sunlight fears to tread?
He's making sense.
Perhaps we would be wise to camp here, and tomorrow begin the journey home.
We are losing the light.
She's like, keep pushing. Keep moving. We not stopping.
Commander! Wait!
No! We keep moving!
Galadriel! Stop!
Man, she's holding up the whole mission.
We are there.
Is that the two towers? Oh yeah. I'm for sure rewatching the trilogy before we get episode 3. I gotta rewatch them.
This place is so evil, our torches give off no warmth. This...
Dang. Oh, someone's here. Or something is here.
A door was filled in here.
She's onto something.
Even stone cannot hide the mark of one whose very hand is flame unquenched.
The same marking that was on her brother.
He was here. Sauron.
Yep. I don't know who this person is, but I'm guessing he's gonna be the first victim. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh my God! Snow troll. Behind y'all. Behind y'all. Most likely. Damn. Oh. She just run off the sword? Showing no mercy. Oh. Oh. Oh, quick with it.
We march at first light.
She just... Come on, guys.
Then you shall do so alone.
Alone? You guys don't want to follow her after she just did that to the snow troll? Crazy. We just now getting the title for the episode. I swear it's been like 20 minutes. Ooh, don't even tell me how to pronounce that. Jeez. The size of that moose has to
Keep
be
walking.
insane.
More likely a Harfoot.
Harfoot?
Don't care to be seen none, but if you do, watch yourself. Dangerous creatures they are.
Oh, there's more.
Clear and clear.
Coast is clear. This is a whole town. They were all hidden.
There's 110 things out here that could kill us.
111 if we count you worrying to death.
You know the rules. We're not supposed to be out this far.
If we didn't do everything we weren't supposed to do, we'd hardly do anything at all.
Berries must be yummy.
Looks like a footsie.
Dog. Just a dog. You know how dogs love berries.
That's no dog. But that is some sort of animal. Look at the teeth on that beast. That's not a wolf.
Like a spring rain over the bones of a...
Hey, yo,
Dead
that's the
animal.
guy from, he was in a flashback on Game of Thrones. I remember. Played Eddard Stark. I think I'm saying the name right. But yeah, he's from Game of Thrones. Now he's in here.
Your friend has arrived.
She's here. Why didn't you say so?
I'm telling you, a lot of things are starting to click for me. I haven't seen the trilogy in quite some time, but getting a lot of references so far.
Must you speak of leaving again so soon?
Why, Elrond? You really have become a politician. I demand to speak with the king directly.
You may find him less receptive than you might have hoped.
Are you going to arrange an audience or not?
Good talk.
Haven't you ever wondered? What else is out there? How far the river flows, or where the sparrows learn the new songs they sing in spring.
That wolf-like creature or animal that we saw before is for sure gonna, harm these people. Sooner or later. Maybe by the end of this episode.
They return to us in triumph, for they have proven beyond any doubt that our days of war are over. Our days of peace begin.
He for sure got lost looking at her eyes. That's the vibes I'm getting.
Passage across the sea to dwell for all eternity. The undying lands of Valinor. At last, they are going home.
Okay, now the visuals are insane so far.
Galadriel,
My brother gave his life hunting Sauron. His task is now mine.
Yeah, I figured she wouldn't accept it.
Mystery's sigil. I shared it with the High King.
Then why would
Because seeing a sigil does not mean you're any closer to finding Sauron. It is over. The evil is gone.
Then why is it not gone from in here?
She feels it.
But you have not seen what I've seen.
I have seen my share.
You have not seen. Evil does not sleep, Elrond. It waits.
Elrond better wake
Until
up.
the moment of our complacency, it blinds us.
She's right.
If you are wrong,
I'm not
If
wrong.
you are wrong, will you lead more elves to die in far-off land? How many more statues would you add to this path?
Oh!
No one in history has ever refused the call.
You say I have won victory over all the horrors of Middle-earth. Yet you would leave them alive in me. To take with me.
Put up your sword.
He's saying,
Without it, what am I to be?
he's saying retire. Move on.
My friend.
That was a good scene. That was really good. But she has a mission. She's trying to get that done. Same as her brother. Amazon Prime dropped a bag on this show. Just the landscape and the expansion of how far and wide this world looks. Here on my screen says it all. They dropped a bag on this show. This is looking good. I had no doubt about the visuals when this show was announced.
Arondir. Has it really been a fortnight already?
An elf with a bow and arrow. Now that's dangerous.
Only weeds will grow.
This fellow, where was he from?
Didn't say east, I think.
And what day was he here?
Oh, let it go, knife ears. It's a bloody patch of grass. When are you people gonna let the past go?
He said, you people.
Our true king will return. Pry us right out from under your pointy boots.
Easy, lad. Quench the fire.
Oh, you should have let him drop him.
For beauty has great power to heal the soul.
And I hope you find Alfred flowers beautiful.
Until next time, then.
Soldier.
I wonder if that's her father.
Anything to report?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
And the well? How was it?
Did you draw some water? The High King has declared the days of war are over.
All the fire outposts are being disbanded. We're leaving.
Yeah, but evil is on the horizon, and it will reel everyone back into war.
79 years I've been stationed here.
I forgot elves can live a long time. 79 years is a long time.
For 79 years, you've kept watch over the men and women of Tirharad, not because of what their ancestors once did, but because of who they still are. And be grateful that you need never see them again.
A lot of characters are being introduced in this episode. A lot of names to remember. for myself. And I already know I'm going to mess up my pronunciation of the names of these characters for sure. Wait, he's back again?
What's one of them doing here?
Has fallen in love with a human.
Say what you wish to say.
I have said it already. 100 times over, in every way but words.
Mother, there's a man here for you.
She was about to shed a tear.
You could just give her a look. She's got some sort of a sickness.
What manner of sickness?
Ew!
How far east?
That's not milk.
Might have made it as far as Horden.
That's not good. How the hell is that cow standing?
Horden's a day's journey. If I leave now, I can reach it by dusk.
I'm going with you.
But you have a whole son. You better haul ass.
My father didn't run off.
Then what happened to him? Salty rascals got the king's bounty down there.
This is the real bounty.
Oh, snap. Now, who does that belong to?
Watch it!
Oh! Put it down!
Or the same wind that seeks to blow out a fire may also cause its spread.
Then the shadow she sought, you believe it does exist?
What you did was right for Galadriel and for Middle-earth.
It is hard to see what is right when friendship and duty are mingled.
I agree with that.
Are you acquainted with the work of Lord Celebrimbor?
Greatest of elven smiths, of course. I've admired his artistry since I was a child. Why do you ask?
He is about to embark on a new project, one of singular importance.
And what's that?
But I'll allow you to explain the details, Lord Celebrimbor.
Oh, what is going on down there?
Warden.
That whole town set to flames. This show is really good to look at. Don't you agree? Okay, now they're just flexing. This looks amazing. Look at this shot! Damn! The gates of heaven have opened! Oh, that's definitely not good. Where is that heading to? What's she doing? I think I know what that is, but I'm gonna let it play out.
But sometimes the lights shine just as brightly reflected in the water as they do in the sky.
Sometimes we cannot know until we have touched the darkness.
Full circle. Am I right? She's not gonna go through it. I knew it. She couldn't go through it. That is like the longest swim of all time that she's going to have to pull off. Winter is coming. Yeah. Not everything's too good as of right now. What is it? Guys, I think I know what it is. But I don't want to say it because I might be wrong. Who the hell's that? Yo! Look at that shot! So, episode 1, Rings of Power. What'd you guys think? Make sure you guys comment that down below. But I will say this, a little quick review before I dive into episode 2. I love Lord of the Rings. I've seen the Hobbit movies. I've seen the trilogy, like I said. When it comes to the lore, the literature of things, I don't know the ins and outs. But hey, you can comment. You can comment and help me out in the comment section. Educate me. Educate my ass. Simple as that. But off this episode, I don't know if they've done, any lore changes. They probably have. You're probably like, yes! I mean, there's a lot of discourse when it comes to the show. I've heard about it. I've heard so many things, negative, positive about this show. But for me, what I am feeling at the moment after reacting to this, after watching this episode, is that the visuals are so stunning. I kept saying it throughout my reaction. I was just in shock, amazed. It's grand. I mean, Amazon put their money where their mouth is when it comes to this show. That is something we all have to agree on. It looks beautiful. A slow-moving episode, but I'm cool with that. As first episodes go, they have to reel you in. There I am saying it again. Reel you guys in with the environment, Middle Earth. And I will say, I'm a little bit confused with some scenes, but hopefully episode 2 explains that. But if not, hopefully, with each episode, I am educated more and brought back into the world of Middle Earth. You see what I'm saying? You, on the other hand, have probably read the books, familiar with the lore, the ins and outs, know everything. Whereas me, I don't know that much. But I'm eager to know through you guys telling me in the comment section. Like, I've seen YouTube videos that talk about the lore of Lord of the Rings. I've seen breakdowns, you name it. I've seen quite a lot. But when it comes to the literature, the small things, the details, what works, what doesn't work, what's negative about the show, what's positive about the show, certain things might not click for me as it does for you. For instance, scenes that happened in this first episode, you caught on real quick. Whereas me, I probably did not catch on real quick, or it flew over my head. Basing off of what I just watched, good start. I know I'm gonna get some people gonna be like, this is a horrible episode, it's horrible. Okay, that is your opinion. But for me, for right now, this is off to a good start. This episode moves very slow, but for its slow pacing, I enjoyed it for what it was. So far, a lot of names, and I will say this, it's going to be kind of hard for me to remember the names, but as we go throughout this 8-episode season, I will catch on and hold on and basically become better with the pronunciation of the names. But a few characters, it did click, and I was like, hold up, I've seen their older selves from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. A good start, not much action, but when there is action, like the fight between the Snow Troll, I did enjoy. I enjoyed the characters. I think the characters are quite interesting, even though I know a little bit of them. But yeah, I really am wondering how people that have read the books and know the ins and outs of the lore and everything feel about the show. They might either like it, they might hate it, I don't know. But for me, being an average fan, this is a good start. I think Galadriel, I think I said the name right very first time. I enjoyed her in this episode. She's on a mission to avenge her brother. She talked about how he had a mission and now it's passed on to her. And just from that last scene where she jumps off the boat, I mean, she's got a long swim. She is down to finish that mission. But it was cool to see Sauron in his glory. For a split second, we got it, and it was glorious. It was glorious. I really love that scene. And then Arondir. Oh, I just butchered his name. I'm pretty sure I did. But the elf with the bow and arrow. I can't wait to see him actually use it. Hopefully in the next episode we get a little bit, a little bit more action, Hopefully we get that. I feel like he might be one of my favorite characters. So far, This episode introduced quite a lot, and I'm pretty sure episode 2 is going to introduce a lot more. You see what I'm saying? Characters. So remembering the names of these characters is a test for me, let alone the pronunciation of those characters. But I feel like for right now, by the end of the season, I feel like he's going to be one of my favorite characters going so far. Elrond, I'm listing off all the characters so far. Elrond in here was a delight. My guy from Game of Thrones, as I mentioned. He was good in this. I think my favorite scene out of this episode was Elrond and Galadriel speaking to each other. That scene was perfect. That scene was perfect. And I gotta say, I gotta give a hats off. The instrumental music in the background of each scene has been good too as well. But I feel like every single scene had instrumental music in each scene. But yeah, I will say this. With it jumping from scene to scene, I feel like some scenes were way more interesting than others. That's probably why it felt like a slow-moving episode. Because from scene to scene, the pacing felt not wonky, just slow at times and then fast at times. That's how I'm feeling at the moment. That's probably why I know for a fact some people are going to call some scenes filler. Then Eleanor Brandyfoot. She looks like she's going to be an interesting character as we start off this season of Rings of Power. I thought it was kind of crazy how she was, leading the younglings, but her being the oldest, not knowing the environment very well, to find out that you should probably not wander too far off, given the fact that that beast, whatever it is, you probably know, I don't, but that beast is lurking out there. And those kids could have met their end very soon. So Eleanor Brandyfoot needs to be careful of her surroundings. But I can tell that Eleanor craves adventure. That is what I'm getting from this first episode. So hopefully she doesn't lead whatever that beast is back to this little small town city that's living in the woods that was hiding at the moment until the two travelers passed on through and by. So Eleanor, hopefully your actions do not cost the lives of your friends. And lastly, who the hell is that person that was in that comet? I don't know who that was, but what I was thinking in my head, I was way off. I did not expect it to be a human being. Beats me, I have no idea who that is. Hopefully, the next episode explains that. If not, the episode's ahead. But that's going to conclude this review. A decent start, good start, in my opinion. I'm going to have to say in my opinion, because I know a lot of people are feeling bad about this show. But as of right now, I'm enjoying it so far. I've said what I've said. I'm ready to move on to episode 2 to see what that brings and if that reels me in. But right now, episode 1 reeled it in for me. And I can't wait to start episode 2 and give you guys a reaction. But comment down below, educate my ass like I said. Episode 2 reaction should be linked at the end of this video on the end screen. If not that, it's above my head. And if not that, wait a couple hours and I'll upload it if you are one of the early reactors to watch this reaction. But episode 1 of Rings of Power, what'd you guys think? Comment that down below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on those notifications because more reactions are on the way. This is Lindon Reactions. I am Lindon Miles. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.